a lot of Pistons fans have kind of fallen in love with Isaiah Evans, who, we look at the lack thereof of 3-point shooters.
Yeah.
There's a Duke connection, though. The Trajan's from Duke. Like, does he
Yeah.
draft his first University of Duke player? Is he a player that you think the Pistons should look at? Because I like the 3-point shot making ability, but I see some Pistons fans in the comment section say, well, you already have Chaz Lanier. Like, why would you need an Isaiah Evans?
Yeah, Isaiah Evans is the most confident shooter in the draft. Like, this guy doesn't care if he's, at half court. He doesn't care if he's, guarded with no space at all. Like, he's going to let it fly because he can. He has like the greenest of green lights at Duke. And one of the biggest things for him from his freshman season to this season is like, okay, what else can you do besides, shooting the rock? Like, his playmaking wasn't really there. He's still, on the skinny side at, 6'6", 180 pounds, right? He's kind of like when he, his first year at college, he's 5-star recruit. He was getting compared to Brandon Ingram, right? Just because of his frame and kind of his, ability. But he's a confident microwave scorer that can also play make. And his passing ability has really involved. Obviously, he played with Cam Boozer as well. And I think with Isaiah Evans, he also grew up a little bit and grew up as a leader. And he also improved. I know I mentioned I fall in love with prospects that improve drastically, year after year. And from his freshman to sophomore year, his assist rate went up, his rebound rate went up, his rim percentage went up, and his free throw attempts went up, which is super telling because it's kind of like, okay, Isaiah, like, what else do you do other than, shoot the cover off the ball? And, he proves that because if you look at the numbers, he only averaged half an assist in his freshman season at Duke. He averaged 1.3 this year, but his offensive rebounding also went up as well. And his ability to get to the line more, he showcased, he gained like 15 pounds from last year to this year too. And it showed in the film because he only started 3 games last year and he played all 38 games for the Duke Blue Devils this year and got to the line 3 times per game. And he only went to the line 0.9 times per game last year. And he shot at 86% clip. So this is a guy, if you're kind of comparing him to the floor spacers that we have our team right now, Duncan Robinson, right? Like, Isaiah Evans is a lot more athletic than Duncan Robinson. Like, he can play on and off the ball. He can kind of switch on point guards on the wing, and he can also fly in transition too because he does have that athleticism to them. And I think just having another transition threat as well, because he can hit one of the hardest shots in basketball at a really efficient rate is that, transition 3. Like, he, like, every single shot he takes is like a mirror of itself. Like, this guy has his shooting mechanics down to a science. And with the confidence, you blend that in, you blend in the improvements he's made and his all-around game, you're getting super great value if he's available at 21.
Yeah, I can definitely understand, like, if you're just looking just for a great 3-point shooter, definitely could see him kind of being within range. He's kind of like a later first-round pick. One more guy, Meleek Thomas. I see a lot of Pistons fans just kind of look at him and the bucket getter that he is. I see him late first round. Like, do you think that would kind of be a reach for the Pistons at 21 if they were to go for a Meleek Thomas?
I think I'm in the same range as we think he's going to possibly be available, but like I also say the same thing about Abuka Okori, and most like recent mocks I've been seeing he's going higher and higher every single time, like every single day it's changing. And so I was a huge fan of his teammates, Billy Richmond, and Billy Richmond kind of did like a fast one on us. He's like, hey, I'm entering the draft. Actually, I'm going back to Arkansas type of thing that kind of like shook up a lot of my personal big board and, the guys at No Ceilings big boards as well. Cause like we were for sure like this guy, why would he not go to the draft? And, Meleek Thomas ended up staying in. He showcased a lot for me, especially when Darius Acuff wasn't playing as well. Like this guy can get hot in a minute. He is great 3-level scorer, can get to the rim well, super, super crafty and shifty with the ball in his hands, can play a lot of off ball too, right? But just kind of like that's a role he really confines in and has showcased he can produce in. And he's on, if you're looking at the athletic prospects we've talked about, Cameron Carr, Abuka Corey, Christian Anderson, right? Like he kind of fits in that range. But he has a lot more on dribble juice to his game. And he's also a connective piece that the Pistons need. The Pistons need, whenever you can just, rally up as many connective pieces that can shoot the rock, are athletic, have a little size to their game. Like Meleek is also on the skinnier side, like Isaiah Evans, but I think he plays a lot better than his frame and size. It's a guy that, would fit in perfectly because he can operate in any type of scheme. He's great in transition as well. And he can also, he has a very well-versed shot diet. And he's also good at taking contact at the rim. And, he's another guard. We keep on talking about guards because there's so many good ones in this draft class. And there's a lot of options that, the Pistons front office has to go around in their mind of kind of like what way they're gonna go on draft night.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of prospects I think that'll be in range at 21, which is, hey, it's nerve-wracking. I do not envy the front office at all because, like, 1 minute, like, I'm like all in on Christian Anderson. Next minute, I'm like, I don't know, like, could we kind of get on Isaiah Evans? I flip-flop every day, like, so I don't envy these guys in the front office at all.
Yeah, and Meleek too, like his shooting splits really came alive too. Like he acted a lot more confident as the season went on. John Calipari had one of his best teams at Arkansas, right? 43% from the field, 41.6% from the three-point line at 5.3 attempts per game, 84% from the charity stripe. And at the rim too, he, finished at 77% at the rim, which is just absurd for, the type of athlete he is. He's only 6'4" and a quarter at 190 pounds, but he plays a lot bigger than he is, and he also improved as decision maker with his 2.5 assists to turnover ratio too. So there's a lot of ways Malik Thomas can fit into the Pistons offense and defense as well.
Yeah, I agree.